Hello, it's your Uncle Spurt here, and today it's the most exciting of times, budget tablet time, as we're having a good hard squint at the fresh new OnePlus Pad Lite. Now this 11-inch tablet is just 229 quid here in Byyyyeeeeee, making it one of the most budget-friendly tabs of 2025, along with the likes of the Honor Pad V9 and Xiaomi's Redmi Pad 2. Now it might be cheap as chips, although in today's economy even chips are a bloody rip-off. But is it actually good value? Well, let's take a tour of the OnePlus Pad Lite, and for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do poke subscribe, ding the all notifications bell. Cheers! Now this 11-inch tab certainly has a decent heft to it, weighs just over half a kilo, despite its reasonably skinny build. And those bezels are just about chunky enough so you can clutch the tablet one-handed and use it like so without your thumb intruding on the action. Now, it's quite a smart looking tablet, certainly for a budget tab. It looks like it's made of metal, it's actually just a plastic construction. You've got that lovely textured sort of silvery blue sheen. This is the one and only colour, unfortunately, aero blue. But yeah, the OnePlus Pad Lite certainly looks pretty smart. I certainly would not describe it as a minger. And because it's a matte finish, that means it doesn't get too grubby too easily. And it's pretty hardy and rugged as well. I'd be happy enough handing this off to a younger kid, probably not a toddler, not something that's going to actually chew on the thing. But certainly I've chucked it in backpacks with lots of other implements, and so far, touch wood, it's absolutely scratch free. Although no IP rating for water resistance, so I'd be careful if you are using it outside and it's a wee bit showery. Now, unfortunately, there's no built-in fingerprint sensor here on the OnePlus Pad Lite, but it does have face recognition support at least, which seems pretty dependable. And that works well in both landscape and portrait mode as well, as long as you're not accidentally covering the camera with your thumb, obviously. Although obviously if it is dark, there's a good chance you'll have to input your PIN instead. And then once you're in there, it is a tasty bit of OxygenOS version 15 slathered on top of Android 15. And OnePlus didn't specifically mention how many years of OS updates and security patches that the OnePlus Pad Lite would enjoy, but it has in the past committed to a minimum of 3 years of security patching with any tablet. So hopefully we'll also get 3 Android OS updates, and hopefully Android 16 won't be too far behind. And I do really like OxygenOS because it's slick, it's smooth, feels pleasingly responsive at all times. And basically no crapware chucked on this thing either, which is very refreshing indeed, although you also miss out on some of those typical features like Zen mode, which are usually chucked on the OnePlus phones. And likewise, that excellent OxygenOS gaming mode is missing in action here. Although you do still have the excellent kids space, which is great news if you want to share this tablet with your offspring. Make sure they can only access the apps and features that you want them to access. They don't accidentally go into the photo album, for instance, and see pictures of their parents that might scar them for life. And of course, you can get a good bit of split screen action on the go here on the OnePlus Pad Lite as well. It's not quite as good as the OpenCanvas action that you'll get on some other OnePlus devices, but it's pretty good. You can once again resize the windows. And if you tap up top, you can say expand, and that will basically increase the size of the app, so it mostly fills that screen. But you can swap back to the other one at any point as well. And this works especially well if you're just enjoying a very fine video indeed, but you also want to be, browsing the web, checking your messages, whatever at the same time. You can do that and just swap back with a quick tap here if something interesting happens. And you can also quickly and easily switch up those apps as well if you need to. Maybe get some music on the go while you're browsing the web instead. And as you can see, not the most responsive. When you do resize those windows, it does take the OnePlus Pad Lite a few seconds sometimes to sort of adjust everything. It's not instantaneous. Because yes, it is a budget tablet, and you most certainly do get budget performance with this thing. The OnePlus Pad Lite is powered by MediaTek's Helio G100 chipset. And that's backed here in my review sample by 8 gigs of RAM. And as I say, everyday running, generally fine. You just have to be a little bit patient at times, especially if you are multitasking. And any gamers out there will have to limit their expectations, shall we say. Certainly more demanding titles like Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact won't run particularly well, even on the lower graphics settings. I did get stuck into a good bit of Wuthering Waves just to see how it would cope, and it defaulted to basically the cackest visual settings, and even then it ran like an elderly badger suffering from a particularly horrific hernia. It was just about playable, but the frame rate was jarring to say the least at times. So I'd certainly say maybe stick to your Call of Duties, your PUBGs, your more simple optimized titles if you are going to be doing some gaming. But anyway, that 11-inch LCD panel is pretty decent for, enjoying your apps and of course kicking back with a good bit of Netflix, YouTube, whatever. And the 16:10 aspect ratio is certainly well suited to playing with two apps side by side. You do get a bit of letterboxing if you are enjoying a movie usually. But 11 inches is good enough so you can still comfortably see what's going on. You've got a 1920 by 1200 pixel resolution, which keeps visuals reasonably crisp, and yes, the contrast isn't as good as what you would get on an OLED display, but it's really not too bad. It still does pretty good justice to more poppy fare like animation, some respectably vibrant color reproduction again for an LCD panel. At least you do actually have 10-bit color support. And this panel's reasonably bright, although if you are using it outdoors and it's sunny, you'll probably want to seek a bit of shade just so you can really see what is going on. Unless you're using an app with a lighter coloured background, just to really boost that clarity. Your display settings are limited to the most basic stuff, like for instance tweaking that colour temperature. But you do have an eye comfort mode as well, so you can help filter that blue light and give you an easy on the eye experience if you're browsing the web in the wee hours. And of course you've got 90Hz refresh support as well, so everything looks silky smooth. And the audio is pretty banging for a budget tablet as well. The OnePlus Pad Lite sports a quad speaker setup, basically two speaker grills housed on each edge. And this can spaff out some pretty satisfying audio. Let's give it a gander. It's about $2 bloody grand on Samsung's new Galaxy Z Fold 7 and you're staring at it like, I really hope this thing can somehow magically print money. So on that maximum volume, nice and loud and pretty clear as well. The clarity doesn't take much of a hit at all, so it's certainly more than up to the job for, again, watching some YouTube, some Netflix or whatever in quite a noisy household. Of course, if your young kids are going to be using this thing, you might not want to show them how to raise the volume, otherwise that Paw Patrol theme tune at maximum blast is probably going to do your friggin' head in. And you've got the usual smart audio settings on here as well, which can tweak the output depending on what you're up to. And you've also got support for high-res audio on this thing as well, but if you really want to enjoy that, I would recommend, of course, connecting a pair of headphones. No headphone jack on this thing, but the Bluetooth streaming's been absolutely perfect. You've got full support for LDAC, aptX, aptX HD, all the good stuff. And then on both the front end and the back end of the OnePlus Pad Lite, you've got a pretty basic 5-megapixel camera. You can shoot video at up to full HD resolution at 30 frames per second. And you know what, this is absolutely fine. If you just want to do a bit of video chatting, something like that. The audio pickup is decent. As you can see, it's not too perturbed by strong HDR type situations. And I'm shooting this bit with the OS camera on the OnePlus Pad Lite. Still not sure why these massive tablets have these back cameras, unless you want to scan a document by taking a photo of it, basically. But yeah, it's there if you want it. And bugger all complaints when it comes to the Wi-Fi connectivity here on the OnePlus Pad Lite. It's been merrily streaming and downloading away these past few days. And if you pay a wee bit extra for your OnePlus Pad Lite, you can also get optional LTE connectivity, so you can stay connected wherever you wander, as long as you've actually got a physical SIM card to slip inside of this thing. There's sadly bugger all eSIM support. And one of the highlights of the OnePlus Pad Lite is the 9,340 mAh capacity battery. Certainly a decent size for a tablet that's not particularly massive. I found with a fully charged OnePlus Pad Lite, I would get roughly 10 hours of mixed use. That includes plenty of multitasking on different apps, plenty of video streaming, and also streaming a good bit of music via Spotify while browsing the web, etc. If you're doing a bit of video chatting online or gaming, that will drain it a bit faster, but you'll still get hours and hours from a single charge. And certainly as far as 11-inch tablets go, the OnePlus Pad Lite, absolutely banging. Of course, the recharging capabilities, not the swiftest around, but pretty standard for a budget tablet around this sort of price point. You've got 33 watts, I believe that they're still calling it Super VOOC charging, even though it's not particularly super. So if you are about to sod off on a long car journey, you want something to keep the sprogs entertained in the back seat, well, definitely make sure you plug it in a good hour or two before you leave, just to make sure there's plenty of juice in that tank. And there you have it, my lovelies. That in a tasty wee nutshell is the fresh new OnePlus Pad Lite budget tablet. And for this sort of price point, it does offer quite a bit. We've got a decent screen and banging audio if you do want to stay entertained on the go. The multitasking capability is pretty decent, although the performance is rather limited when it does come to gaming. And it is a shame that OnePlus hasn't slapped all of its excellent OxygenOS features on here that you usually get on their smartphones. Anyway, that's what I reckon. It'd be great to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech. I've reviewed quite a few other budget tablets, so go check those out for an idea of what the OnePlus Pad Lite is going up against. And have yourselves a really wonderful rest of the week. Cheers everybody, love you all.